Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. In case you're new here, my name is Lorena and I love to share my recipes with you. And if you've been here before, then hello again. Today we're going to do a dessert that many people are scared of, but it's actually not that difficult if you follow the steps carefully. We're going to do a fruit pavlova, and what I like about the pavlova is that you look at it and it's really elegant. If you're making a dinner for some friends, then it looks really nice on the table and extremely impressive. As always, if you want to see the full recipe, then all you need to do is click on the link in the description box below, and that will take you to the blog where you'll find lots more recipes. Also remember that if you like this video, you can always put thumbs up to it and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done it already. I'm now going to make this pavlova, so if you want to see how it's done, then keep on watching this video. So the main thing in a pavlova is of course the meringue, because we're going to do a meringue almost like a cake shape of a meringue with a hole in the center so that you can put cream and then the fruits on top. So for a meringue, what you want to know is that the rule of thumb is that the sugar must be twice the amount of the egg whites. And so when you see the recipe, you'll see that it says that it's 4 egg whites with double the amount of weight that those have, because it depends on the egg. Another thing that you want to have in consideration is that when you separate the egg yolk from the egg white, you want to make sure that there is no egg yolk left in the egg white, because the fat in the egg yolk will prevent the egg whites from rising. It's the same thing with your bowl. Every time you make a meringue, you want to wash it thoroughly, because then you make sure that you remove any bits of fat that you might have in there from making brownies or frosting or whatever it is that you use your stand mixer for. And so here I have my egg whites and also my sugar, and we're going to do a Swiss meringue, which is my favorite kind of meringue just because it's one of the most foolproof ways to make a meringue. So we're going to cook it in a bain-marie. We need to whisk every once in a while, and you want to stop when you put your finger inside and you don't feel any granules of sugar. It's also good if you live, for example, in Latin America, where it's not easy to find castor sugar, which is a finer sugar, and so this way you know that all the granules will dissolve into the meringue. So in here I have the egg whites as well as the sugar, and we're going to cook it very slowly on medium heat until you can't feel the granules of sugar, like I said. Once that happens, then you can put it in the stand mixer or use a handheld mixer, and you want to mix it until it comes to room temperature. Now that meringue is ready and at room temperature, then we're going to start shaping it. So what I did is I have here some baking paper, and I drew with a pencil on the back side of the paper the size that I want to have it in, or at least the maximum size that I want it to be. And so I'm going to put it on top and then shape it using this side, so you know you don't want to get any bigger than that. So for example, if you have a cake stand that you want to put it on, you want to make sure that it's not bigger than that. For your pavlova to be nice and marshmallowy on the center like we like it, we're going to mix a bit of corn flour and lime juice into our meringue, and that will give it that texture on the inside. You want to use the meringue to stick the edges to the baking tray so it doesn't move around while you're doing the pavlova. You're going to put everything in the center, and then with a spoon make a hole in the center so that you can fill it with cream later. You can leave it like this or use a spatula to flatten it out around the edges and then use the tip to give it a little texture. This is not going to go into a preheated oven at 100 degrees Celsius, and the reason why it's so low, it's because we want to keep it as white as possible because it's one of the things that's so beautiful about pavlovas. It's going to be there for about an hour and you want to be able to touch it and feel that it's hard. Once we have achieved that, then it needs to cool down inside the oven. So that will take quite a bit of time because you want it to be completely cooled down before you put the whipped cream on top of it, or else the cream will melt. And so for example, if you want to have it for a lunch, you want to make it the night before and just leave it in the oven until after it has been cooked all the way to the next day until you use it. And if you have a dinner, then you want to make it in the morning and the same, leave it in there until you have to use it. What happens if you let it cool down outside of the oven is that it starts having a few cracks because of the shock in the change in the temperature. So here's a pavlova that I did last night, and as you can see, it's really nice and white, as well as it's easy to handle. And so we want to whip some cream at the very last moment, right before you serve it. And I'm going to cut some strawberries now. I'm going to cut a few and also leave another few whole just to put them on top so they look nice. And I also have a few mint leaves that we can use to decorate so that it looks lovely. That was my pavlova recipe. I really hope you liked it. If you did like it, don't forget to put thumbs up to this video. It makes me really happy. Please, if you make this recipe or any other recipe from the blog, don't forget to send me a picture or tag me on them because I really love to see what you cook. Also, if there's anything savory or sweet that you would like me to teach you how to make, you can leave a comment below. I'm posting recipes every Thursday and Sunday, so if you don't want to miss any of them, then I recommend that you subscribe to my channel. It's free and only one click away. You can also follow me on Instagram, Pinterest, and Facebook as Cravings Journal. Thank you so much for watching this video and see you next time.